When modern women think that they are the table, what else are they going to bring to it? Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's so good to see all y'all tonight. I appreciate y'all for being here early. I saw my family already in the chat. Saw Janesta here bright and early at that 7:36. My favorite mod, Mona, of course, and here at 7:54, bright and early. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. As well as Aunt Tracy in the building. Thank you for being here as well early, 7:55. Y'all coming in. Gracious Greatness was here on time as well. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's get started with tonight's episode. I put out a poll asking y'all, do modern women bring anything to the table, right? Because if we really want to have a dinner, we want to have a lunch, somebody's got to bring something. We can't just have a table sitting there and be looking at each other like we're crazy. And when you're saying that you're the table, obviously that means that, you're supplying what needs to be put on it, but what else are you doing? I'm so tired of this I'm the table narrative. It's just an easy way to say I'm everything in a bag of chips, but most of y'all are not even that. Sorry, y'all not bringing what y'all need to be bringing to the table, because as we know, men like peace, men like certain things, and we're going to get into that tonight specifically. Okay, so good evening, good evening. I'm going to get started with the word of the day, which is coming from Proverbs 31 verse 30, which says the following: charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Why I picked this particular verse is that a lot of women say that they are a Proverbs 31 woman. They're an entrepreneur. They're a good mom. They're this, they're that. But sometimes they really don't fit that Proverbs 31 criteria. And charm is deceptive because they can act one way, but just because they're shaped like an S doesn't mean that they're not a snake. That's what I mean when we say charm is deceptive. And beauty is fleeting, right? You can look good yesterday and something can happen to you today that can make you look like a totally different person. Another thing is that when women are going out here and they're getting all this Botox, they're getting their skin lightened, they're getting their butts lifted, they're doing all these things to enhance the outer appearance, but nothing has been done to make sure that inner appearance is just as effective in attracting the right type of man. Because as we know, women, we should know, is that when we wear certain things, we attract certain type of men. And see, that's the thing. When you have self-esteem, you wouldn't be worried about wearing certain things that you be wearing. Because it's all about making sure that you esteem yourself and that God esteems you. Because you shouldn't need an outside man to tell you that you're beautiful, to tell you that you are more precious than rubies. I'm just saying. But a lot of women today depend on that social media validation. And that's why I'm going to get into it. That's what modern women are all about. They pray that they have a man, really, that prays on them. They pray that they have a man that prays on them. P-R-E-Y. But you should have a man that's praying for you. P-R-A-Y. We got to get it right. Y'all are actually praying for hunters to come to y'all, to be all up in y'all DMs for that validation that y'all ever so seek. And today's the day that we change the narrative. We call the modern women out. Okay? Y'all may consider me a modern woman because of my age, but no, I think that traditional works. I've seen traditional work over and over again. I know married women, I know married men who have told me what works best for them. And as we know, each relationship has its own version of what works for them. However, I'm saying that these modern women today are not getting rings. They're getting babies. They're getting flings. They're getting situationships. They're not getting the outcome that I so desire. Therefore, I'm trying to make sure that we actually call out the modern women, let them know that they can be better and they can get out of the situations that they're in because it's not producing the ring that they want. Like, they get the ring on the phone, but that's about it. The booty call. It is what it is, y'all. But I appreciate y'all for being here. Shout out to God's Fancy Girl. Thank you so much for being here. I really enjoyed the episode that you had with Jarena last week. Excellent episode, y'all. Make sure y'all check that out on Jarena's page if you haven't already. But yes, Janessa says, in my opinion, that question makes me laugh about what do modern women bring to the table, or do they bring anything to the table? Yeah, that's a good question, but we'll get into it tonight. And shout out to Marquette for being here as well. Thank you so much. And of course, hit that like button on your way in. Thank you. Thank you. And Let It Make Sense podcast. Shout out to you as well. Thank you. Said loving the show. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's get into it. I'm going to talk about modern women, the modern woman's resume, what is listed on it. And I'm going to look at this poll to see if y'all have been voting. Because I see 43% say yes, modern women bring something to the table. And 57% say no, modern women don't. But I think everybody brings something to the table. I think everybody brings something to the table. It just depends on if that something is good or bad. That's what I'm going to say. So I say modern women do bring something to the table. It may just be not what you're expecting it to be, not what you want it to be. And that's where we have to change our mindset as women to see that we want to be what the man wants us to be. We can't come into the picnic talking about we the table and we want to be what we want to be. But if the man doesn't like that, they're not going to accept that. Because as we know, MCM, men control marriage, and WCW, women control wombs. In other words, we control who has access to us. And if we had self-esteem, we wouldn't let just anybody come in between. Ladies, if we had self-esteem, we wouldn't just let anybody come in between what is precious, what is far more precious than rubies. But that's what we got to work on, ladies, the self-esteem. Because if we worked on that, then we wouldn't become baby mamas over and over and over again. We wouldn't focus so much on the external appearance and not focus on the internal appearance. We have things to work on, ladies, and we want to call them in. Now, we can't call them out, but we can't call them out until we make sure we got everything right over here. And that's where certain YouTube channels come in to help you with that. Let's get into tonight's episode. Thank you so much, Ivona, for the bars. Thank you, thank you. And shout out to Maurice for being here as well. Yes, MCM, Man Control Marriage. Let's get them hashtags right. Not Man Crush Monday, because y'all treating these Man Crush Mondays like they are your husband. Treat your husband like the Man Crush Monday, but y'all treating the boyfriends like the Man Crush Monday, and that's why you cannot get your heart crushed. So let's just reevaluate things. But I'm going to get into the modern woman's resume. I created this resume right here. And I want to talk about what modern women are bringing to the table. Literally, when they're coming to apply to be a wife, apply to be a girlfriend, this is what they're talking about they bring to the table. Here we have modern woman right here. Her email is foreignqueen313. But the only thing that's foreign, she's not foreign. She's from Detroit. She was born in Michigan and all that. She's not foreign, but everything that's a part of her is foreign. So it's really contradicting right there. But she says foreignqueen313. And her professional experience includes the following. She's a content creator, okay? She's a content creator for OnlyFans that she started during the pandemic. And as people may or may not know, OnlyFans is an internet content subscription service based in the UK. The service is used primarily by sex workers who produce the word P-ography, and it also hosts the work of other content creators such as physical fitness experts and musicians. OnlyFans, like this is one thing people got to know about me, is that I want my man to be my only fan. I do not have to go on this OnlyFans platform, expose myself, dehumanize myself, all for this, for the love of money. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay? These women are going on there and claiming to be sex workers, y'all. Literally, they're videotaping themselves. They're involving other people in it, all for money. They have subscriptions that they're doing, and they say that they don't want to claim that they're a sex worker, though. They're just saying they're a content creator. They want to make it family friendly, but call it out for what it is. Call it out for what it is. And then they want to make things look good, right? They developed exclusive video content for approximately 20 loyal customers on a monthly basis because these people are subscribing. And I'm going to give y'all some stats in a minute talking about who are the typical users for OnlyFans, right? Because I believe that 69% of the men who actually are users of OnlyFans are Caucasian men, okay? 89.5% of these men are married. Those are the stats, and I'm going to pull them up in a second, but thank you, Mona, for talking about my creativity. Yes, I got this resume together real quick, and I just don't like the fact that women have the tendency to want to make things seem family-friendly, but they're really not behind the scenes, right? You are a content creator. You're saying this is your full-time job. This is what you're doing to help feed your family. But do y'all know that there are better ways, right? Like, for example, there are a lot of women who like to strip and say, I'm just using my body right now just to get off my feet. But do you know that there are so many jobs on there? Go on Indeed.com. Go on Indeed.com. Go on wherever you got to go. There are so many different ways to get money legally. And even though OnlyFans is legally, it's still not spiritually correct, y'all. You can't be talking about you're a child of God, but you're showing your body. You're busting it open on Saturday, but you're going to church and praising him on Sunday. It doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. She said, Lord, okay. And Marquette said, God can turn it all around if they will let him. Exactly. Come on. Everybody is hiring. Everybody, seriously, you can be a customer service rep at Amazon. You can do what you got to do to make ends meet. But it just doesn't make sense to settle for a job that's demeaning and living those double lives. Just imagine women who are not talking about their life as far as being an OnlyFans content creator. They're being like a church girl on Sunday, but then they're doing all this stuff on Saturday. And then they got to keep faking it. Like, people don't even know that they have a double life. That's very scary. Yeah, Total Jobs, LinkedIn, CV Builder. Thank you for putting those out there. But seriously, when it comes to the stats, it's just majority men. Majority men. I'm going to pull this stat up. So just bear with me, y'all. I'm going to pull up these OnlyFans demographics because I want to make sure I get these correct tonight. Okay? Because it's so important. It's so important that we know what's going on OnlyFans. Okay, I got it for y'all. 68.9%, as I mentioned before, are Caucasian people. All right. And then 89.5% of the men that are on there, or the people that are on there, are married. And then 63.1% of people watching this are men, and 59% of them are heterosexual. So those are your stats. I'm going to place them in the chat just so we have them, because we have the data over here, right? It's one thing to say that, right? Like, one thing to just say whatever, but I just want to put the data out there. So that's just what we know about OnlyFans and who's using it and all that good stuff. But yeah, they want to say, oh, I marketed my digital photography services, which increased sales by 35%. Want to make it sound real good, but it is what it is. You're busting it wide open. You need to stop and you need to repent. And that's what I'm praying that ladies really do, is realize their worth, okay? So I'm going to get into the next career. But I just think OnlyFans is just not for Christian women. Christian women should not participate in this. Stop living those double lives. Stop thinking it's okay to show off your body just because God gave it to you, or just because you bought it doesn't mean you have to flaunt it. Okay, come through with the stats, because that's what we're doing over here. Exactly. And there's so many different women. For example, Ciara, Beyonce as well. But Ciara, I was going to mention that she has a recent song talking about, I'm independent, I don't need no man. This for all the single ladies, all the ladies that don't need no man. It was on Mona's channel. Mona talked about it. They called her out on it. And I agree. You need to call people out for what it is. You're a married woman. You're married to Russell Wilson, but you're talking about, this is for the ladies who don't need no man. This is for the ladies that are da-da-da-da. So unnecessary. You're contradicting, and you're keeping a lot of these black women single out here. It is what it is. Same thing when Beyonce created Single Ladies, and maybe she wasn't married at the time. It's just contradicting statements, and a lot of y'all women are going to be single for the rest of your lives, continuing to listen to these women who are married. They live in the life that you want to live, but you're listening to the music, which is telling you a totally different story. Okay? So that's what she does. She's a content creator, y'all. So be careful when you hear people say they're content creators, because they may not be doing what me and Mona and others in the chat are doing on YouTube, spreading the word, teaching women to be better than they were yesterday. But instead, they're content creating by showing off their bodies, but want to say they're content creators. So be careful. And the thing about it, instead of being content creators, you need to learn to be content creators. And when I say you need to learn to be content creators, be content with who you are. Self-esteem is ever so important. And let me tell you, if you're depending on these likes on YouTube, the views on YouTube, the subscriptions on YouTube to get the word out, then you're going to be sadly mistaken when you realize that it's going to be ebbs and flows with this YouTube thing. Okay? We get on here and we say what we have to say, and we pray hopefully that our views will get up there, that we'll be exposed to those who can benefit from our word. But sometimes you can get a few likes, you get a few views, and we think that, just because I'm getting a few views or a few likes, that I shouldn't be doing this YouTube thing. No, that's why I tell you, do not depend on social media validation to think that, that's the end all be all. Social media isn't everything. And we depend on these likes. If I didn't get 100 likes on this video or this picture or this, that, it must not be nice. Let me take it down. But you never know whose life you can bless with the videos that you put up, whose life you can bless with the content. But we always depend on the people on social media to validate us instead of getting that validation from God and from ourselves. Okay? Just saying. All right, so let me get back to her resume as we continue this. But shout out to Chavich for being here. I appreciate it. You said 3 married women, Beyonce, Ciara, and Cardi B, giving people independent women themes. Exactly. When Destiny's Child, see what's funny? Destiny's Child, they had the song, all my ladies, independent, throw your hands up at me. And shout out to all the women in the chat, matter of fact, because it's International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day to all the ladies in the chat. Let me give you all a shout out real quick. Yeah. Shout out to my ladies in the chat. Shout out to my ladies in the chat. And see, the thing is that just because it's International Women's Day doesn't mean we have to bash men in the process. Doesn't mean that we don't like men or anything. We're just celebrating the accomplishments of women. And I appreciate all the ladies in the chat that are continuing to support me and realize that women can have genuine love. We can show each other love in our friendships, in our, family relationships, okay? And don't have to hate on each other. We all trying to lift each other up. And that's what Women's Day is all about. So shout out to the ladies in the chat for that one. Yes, yes. Happy International Women's Day, y'all. All right, let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. She's also a single mother. She's been a single mother since April of 2018. So 5 years. She manages a household with 3 children by 3 baby fathers. And she slept with 20 plus men. See, we sometimes judge a woman just by the amount of children that she's had and the baby fathers that she's had. However, we don't take into account what the body count may be. Because some people say body count doesn't matter. That was my past, this and that. However, we need to pay attention to how many souls are you tied to? How many souls? Because it's not just those 3 men that you slept with to have children with. You also slept with 20 other men who also may be on speed dial. That's who men have to worry about. See, that's the thing. That's why a lot of men don't sign up for that, because they realize this woman have a lot of mileage on her. We talk about 3 children, 3 baby fathers, and you slept with all these men. And women think it's a cute flex. They also think it's a double standard, saying if men can sleep with a lot of women, then why can't I sleep with a lot of men? You just can't do it. Why would you want to allow a man to have access to you? You are in control of your womb. You are in control of your body. You can't say that a man did you wrong, did this, did that. He sweet talked you, but you had the option to keep your legs closed in the process, right? We get so led with lust, the next thing you know, we're in the bedroom on our backs, and that's the end of the story. Now you're a single mother tomorrow because of a one-night stand. I wish there was a stat to tell us how many children are the result of one-night stands. That's what I would like to know. Mileage like a vehicle. Put some miles on it. And that's the problem. Y'all are like, nobody wants to be bothered with that. Nobody wants to be bothered with that lease. Sometimes people want that new thing. And when you have all these miles, that's kind of what happens. That's why you have to be careful of who you sleep with and do things the right way. And they call it a single mother. Most women want to fancy it up and say, oh, I'm a single mother. I'm a single mother. But no, you're really a baby mama. That's what they're going to call you. They're not going to put respect on your name because you didn't put respect on your body. They're not going to put respect on your name because you didn't put respect on your body. And you let 3 men, right? It's one thing to become, see, I'm not against baby mothers because it can happen to anybody one time, right? We can all have slip ups one time. However, when you become a baby mother 2 times and 3 times by the same guy who has never given you a ring, or by multiple guys who you didn't set any standards for them to follow. I'm going to get into baby mothers because y'all may have heard about it, but there is a man out here there's plenty of men out here that have this scenario, but there's a man out here who has 7 kids by 7 baby mamas, and he doesn't take care of any of them because he didn't want to have the kids. He gave them the option to not have the kids. They didn't take the plan B. They didn't get the abortion. Therefore, we have 7 kids out here who do not have a father. And what I want to do is play the clip where he talks about this story and a little bit more. So watch this and let me know what y'all thoughts are, because I'm not going to automatically bash this man. I heard about the story, I watched it, but I want to hear what y'all have to say. So let's watch it together real quick.
Got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now for the past few days I've been going live telling my story, speaking my truth, and a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, not wearing protection, but I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children, and I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B, but only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied, because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want. And I don't give a what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that gonna have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. Because you're gonna be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body and they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a. You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch, be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a. I really don't.
Of course I'm mute. Okay. Yes, thank you, thank you. Of course I'm mute. I see that. All right. This is the comment I was looking for right here. Well, he kept it 100. That's the comment I was looking for. Now I'm going to give my opinion of this video and see what y'all have to say about it as well. Okay. I think that he gives a great warning to any women who will deal with him in the future of what type of scenario you're going to be putting yourself into. I appreciate him for making this video to allow other women to be aware of what kind of man they will put up with. And shout out to My Sexy is Strong for being here. I appreciate you so much. And yes, he said, my God. Yeah, it's a mess out here. He's crazy to risk his life. I agree. But yes, this man here, 7 kids, 7 baby mamas, right? It's one of him. Listen to me, y'all. It's one of him. It's 7 of them. So who is the real problem? It's one of him. It's 7 of them. What I don't like about him is the fact that he's not taking responsibility for what he did. You can take responsibility via the words that you said. Yeah, I'm responsible. We both laid up and had raw sex or whatever, no protected sex. But you did not take responsibility for the kids, for the legacy that you have built out here. You did not take advantage. I mean, you took advantage of these women, right? But at the same time, you got to take care of your responsibility. You got 7 kids out there that may or may not look like you, but they are yours. Take care of these kids, okay? Why not? The women had them, even though you told them not to have them. And see, when a man tells me that, see, I'm not gonna be dealing with a man like that. But when a man tells me that he doesn't want to have my child, then that means if I have this child, I'm just not gonna be bothered with him. I'm not gonna keep hitting him up to see if he's gonna take care of these children because I need the money. Because again, are you really gonna take care of these children or not? All I'm gonna say is that it just gives women a warning to the type of men. When you deal with a man without having a ring on your finger, these are the type of consequences you may face. Yes, don't spray it anywhere, right? And I think that we can blame him, but again, I told y'all before, WCW, women control the wombs. The women opened their legs up and they allowed him to get between because they didn't have any self-esteem. And because of that, he ended up they ended up having a baby for him. He offered the opportunity to pay for the Plan B, for the abortion, but they kept the baby. So now you have to really deal with the consequences. And you can keep running this man down if you want to, but at the end of the day, he said what he said before time happened. And what makes me mad is this. The first woman cannot be blamed. The first baby mama cannot be blamed. The second baby mama, well, if I was the case, I wouldn't be bothered with that. So after the third and going, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th and 7th baby mothers, They are to be blamed, not the first, and definitely not the first, and not the second. But when you are repeating the cycle, the third woman, the fourth woman, the fifth, sixth, and seventh, you already knew he had 2 kids out of wedlock, and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and have his third and fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh." I think they are to blame, these women, because it's only one of him. It's 7 of them. That's just how I feel. Okay. He said, "I'm too old for this. My children grown." I'm just saying, it's too much going on. And what I want to talk about in regards to this is that he actually went on Just Pearly Things show yesterday on YouTube, and he talked a little bit more about the scenarios. And I want y'all to hear these videos, watch these videos with me. So the first thing he talks about is that, let's see what I want to talk about. Oh, he talks about the fact that women have come into his DM saying that they actually want to sleep with him, that they're actually interested in this man after hearing that he has 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. So let's watch this.
Okay. And the crazy thing about it, it doesn't eliminate the amount of I get. It probably rolls up. It probably rolls. Me just speaking out saying it, I have so many more women in my DMs, and that's a fact. That's a fact. The same night that I went on TikTok Live with Judicael and Trippy, the same night I smashed a woman that same night telling this same story.
That's it. The women are siding with him to the point that they actually sleep with this man knowing that he already has 7 baby mamas. What is wrong with the women? Stop blaming him, right? He told his side of the story. Y'all women need to come out and expose yourselves. Because how can you think that this is acceptable to go with this man knowing that he is for the streets? Right? You have an A in academics and a D in dating. It'd be the women with the PhDs that will sleep with this man. And that's what I'm going to get into next. I'm going to get into this next about the type of women that he was actually dealing with. Women who actually had careers. Women that had it going on career-wise. But anything else dating-wise, they were dummies.
All the women in my family are married. Mom, sisters, like I don't know, yeah. It's just, that's just having fun. But and just to put a little bit more context, these are not ugly women. These are not out of shape women. These are not broke women. These are not unattractive women. You feel me? Man, if I tell you the occupations, y'all wouldn't believe it.
Tell me.
A few of them. No, one of them, the woman that's married, she's I guess, what is it, orthodontist?
She's an orthodontist.
Orthodontist. I think that's the deal with the teeth.
Yeah, an orthodontist.
Oh yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, she one of those. So yeah, I don't remember the other jobs, but I just know these are not just women that you just gonna find walking on a damn street. You feel me?
Ain't that something, y'all? These ain't the prostitutes that y'all will see on the streets. These are educated women. Like Mona said, there are women on Anton's channel saying that educated and professional women won't sleep with him. She said, that's cap. They're the main ones. They're the main ones sleeping with this Pookie. Isn't that embarrassing? And they think all women are like this. As soon as they see one educated woman sleeping with a Pookie, they think all of us educated women are going to fall for the nonsense. And isn't that something? We got all this education, but we didn't get it in the right field, y'all. You should have been getting psychology. And even some of these women got psychology degrees and still will get bamboozled by a man. And he's honest, and he wants that attention from everybody that's getting him to get on the podcast to talk about his story. I heard enough with the 7 women and 7 kids. I'm not going to give you more exposure than that. You let us know who you are. You're obviously coming out here for clout now to think it's something to brag on. You need to get a trophy, man. 7x7. Come on now. And shout out to Monarch Travel and Entertainment for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. As well as Hippolyta. I did see you in the chat as well. It's just too much going on. It just boils back down to women. Because again, he wouldn't be a father to 7 kids if it wasn't for those 7 women sleeping with him. That's it. Look at the ratios. 7 women, 1 man. That's just my main argument there, is that the women have to play a role in this too. We can't keep blaming him when y'all are sleeping with this man unprotected. Y'all don't know what kind of STDs this man has. Y'all don't know? That's the scary part about it. Y'all, not only are y'all catching soul ties, y'all might be catching other things as well. Go ahead and get some tests ran. before you go to the next one, because I know he ain't the only man that's in your roster. Because most modern women have a roster. They got one they calling up for each day of the week, most likely. Some of these women, they got options like that. And that's nothing to brag about. The sad part about it is that he said most of the women don't even know his name. You slept with this man but don't even know his name, and that's the reason why y'all can't even find out where this man is at to be able to get the child support that you want for your child.
I don't care. I'm not trying to be a father to this kid. Mm-hmm. Then I always say, what's my name? I always say, what's my name? Exactly. It's a hard truth, but it's a real one. You don't even know my name, but you want me to be a father to a child that we accidentally had.
One statement I heard of his when he did the initial video on TikTok is that he said, how can I love these children when I don't even love the women? See, women, just because a man had a baby for you, baby with you. Let me say this again. Just because a man had a baby with you doesn't mean that he loves you. Y'all think that a baby is going to keep a man, but most of the time, y'all don't even know who this man is. Y'all don't even know the whole DNA of this man, what runs in his family, which is going to be passed down to your child. Y'all know nothing about these men other than, maybe y'all don't even know the name, but hopefully y'all know the name, the parents, the history, mental history. Y'all could be raising psychos. Like, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but y'all could be raising some crazy people out here in this world, but don't even know it because you said, hey, I got to fulfill my flesh. I got to fulfill my flesh so bad that I don't even take the time out to get to know this man. I don't know nothing about him. And then you're creating children out here in the world who's supposed to be the next engineers, lawyers, doctors. But y'all are creating them to be the next folks that's going to the Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous. And y'all creating psychotic individuals and calling them children. And these children got to grow up to become adults in this world and function in society. All because of y'all silly mistakes. These children didn't ask to be here. But now that they are here, what are y'all going to do about them? Because I'm telling y'all right now, we already know that most of these women cannot raise up no children by themselves. A daughter needs her mother and her father. A son needs his mother and his father. No woman alone can be able to raise up these children. These are 7 children up in a deficit right now. 7 children we need to be praying for. 7 children that we need to be praying for. And then I know that some of these women probably already got kids, right? So it's just creating a bigger deficit. And they're probably going to create more kids after this, because if they let this man they didn't even know his name create kids with him, right? Y'all created kids with a man y'all didn't even know name. Name? That's the bare minimum. Y'all are really making us women look bad. I'm sorry. Y'all making us women look bad. Y'all don't know what, I just think a baby is so cute, so precious, but then that baby got to grow up. Oh, they so cute. But everything out here ain't cute. So we be lying there already. That's just a totally different topic when we say, oh, that's just a cute baby. But every adult ain't cute. So how is that a cute baby? And then we think it's so cute and innocent, but then it grows up to be some of these people we hear about on the news. I'm about to get into this next. After I talk a little bit more about him. But I want to talk more about baby mamas. I'm going to talk about it. The reason I'm going to do that is because I want to mention something really quick. So 1, the women don't know his name. 2, women are still wanting to sleep with him even though they know his history. That's the only 7 women didn't get the abortion. But there's a plethora of women who did get the abortion. That's what we said. Only 7 didn't get the abortion. But there's more women out here that he did the same thing to. And he's talking about it. And y'all women are in his DMs congratulating him about this and saying, I want to be the next on your roster. I want to be the next baby mama to make the statistic. Wow. And then y'all are orthodontists. Y'all are high value women in your careers, but low value women in everything else. It doesn't balance itself out. It's either you're going to be fully high or you're going to be fully low. But this is going to take the cake. So let's watch this.
Do you think that they made
Oh, before we get into this, let me get back. Okay, let me talk to you. So remember, I said, okay, I hope y'all were listening before I get into this video. It's important, imperative that I tell y'all this. But remember, when he was talking about the women's careers, he mentioned how a married woman was an orthodontist. This man had slept with a married woman, and that's what y'all need to know.
Do you think that the woman made her husband wait for sex?
I don't even think he knows that's not his child. And I don't think I don't know.
Wait,
she had
wait. Oh, she was married like at the time?
Yeah.
So he's raising a kid that's not his.
That's not his.
And you're sure it's yours?
Yeah, we did a DNA test. The little kit you buy, I don't know, CVS, whatever, the home DNA test, swab and all that, yeah. And she ain't telling. That's the orthodontics.
I have no faith.
So she couldn't abort the child because the father, her husband would have had some issue with why you aborting my child. But he ain't. That's why I say, bro, y'all gotta get DNA tests. And for anybody that be like, hey, or why would you marry a woman? Because they're the most desirable. But like, why did that man go marry? Let me go see what that is. You feel me? And I'm not responsible for nobody decisions they make, even if they married. It's a lot to unpack.
And we're back. We are back. This man slept with a married woman, all because he wanted to see what this woman was about. And it's the woman's fault. This woman is married. She committed adultery and had a baby, and the man may not even know that the baby is not his. Men, some men gonna have to get a DNA test. I know of a man who thought a child was his, and years later he found out the child wasn't. And he was hurt. What man wouldn't be thinking, this is my seed, this is my legacy? What? This will all backfire. And people, you will reap what you sow out here. You will reap what you sow. That's very scary. Shout out to Celeste for being here. I appreciate you. I also saw Kevin Brooks in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you drive safely to your destination. But I appreciate you for being here nonetheless. Yes, this is very scary. I'm telling you, us women, we should know, unless you a 304, you should know who you slept with. Don't y'all be watching this stuff like Maury and Judge Lauren Lake with the paternity court and all this stuff. These women come on there embarrassing themselves. They be 50 plus years old. Their child be about 25 and they talking about, I don't know who I slept with. This is your father. Or matter of fact, they say, this is your father. This is him. This is him. This is him. And as soon as the results come back, he said, oh, I thought he was the one. I thought he was the one. I thought he was your daddy. I thought he was your daddy. And you had to convince yourself by saying it over and over and over again in your head that this was your daddy. And it really wasn't. The results are the results. And like Judge Lauren Lake be saying, the results said what they said. Like you can say whatever you want to say, but the results are not a lie. The results are not lying. The DNA test is telling the truth. This is not their father. You will reap what you sow, sir. So you can go around here now, but best believe these women are going to get back at him at some point in time. They're going to come for whatever penny they can come for. You know what you did. For every action, there is an equal or opposite reaction, okay? And there's going to be consequences. When you do stuff, that's what it is. And one thing Monarch Travel said is that these children that he has created, they're not a deficit for the prison system, okay? Because we got the school to prison pipeline that are feeding our students, feeding our children over to prison, right? See, that's the thing. Because when we create single parent households, we're creating little prisoners. When we create single parent households, we're also creating little prisoners, right? And we're just getting them prepped for them to be sent to juvenile. We're getting them prepped to be sent to the feds. That's what we're doing when we create single parent households. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. It's not a deficit for the prison system. The prison system loves it. The government loves it because they already taught y'all that y'all don't need a man. Y'all need that money instead. from the government. They're feeding you to say, I don't need a man, I don't need a man. Let me just create a bunch of babies, get a bunch of support. I don't have to work. I have working limbs, working arms, working legs, but I still don't want to work because the government is funding me to become lazy. To say basically I'm that content creator. I can be on the internet, on social media, making TikToks and whatnot, but I can't be out here being a productive citizen. So that's what we're dealing with here. This is reality. And one thing I want to say is that this man says he wants a wife one day. This man says he wants kids, but he wants it with his wife one day. If that ain't reality check, I don't know what is.
Do you want kids someday? Ever?
Yeah, I'm gonna get married and I'm gonna have kids that I want with the woman that I want. I didn't want them, so I didn't want them kids.
Okay.
I didn't want them, so I didn't want them kids. She asked, do you want kids one day? Well, he got 7 of them out there he needs to go ahead and claim. That's the first thing. Those are your kids. And I pray, especially when he mentioned he has a married mother, married sisters and aunts and all this, I pray that your mother would tell you that you better go ahead and claim your kids, especially since she's a married woman. She got the nerve to get married, but she's not telling you out here to practice safe sex or anything. So what kind of mother is she? Why isn't she getting you a check? Who is your father? Really, how you say you got a married mother, but how is your relationship with your mother and your father? Because if you really had a good relationship with them, I don't think you'd be out here just messing up their name as well. It ain't just about you. It's about the reputation of your family too, right? Think about that. When we do the stuff we do out here, they be like, hey, that's such and such kid acting a fool out here, went viral. Oh yeah, I know them. I thought he came from a good family. And that's so embarrassing for the children. Yeah, and if he becomes a passport bro, go ahead and do that to the women that's out there, okay? Because the women that's here is so stupid and making a fool out themselves. And he might as well go out there at that point. And why she get him a foreign woman that he has children with? All the probably black ones that he was with, that's who he had the babies for. The one night stands and the flings and the ones who didn't require anything, right? He had the babies by them that he don't want to be bothered with. But he go out there and get a foreign woman. You go out there to get a foreign woman, and that's who he gonna wife up and have his Puerto Rican babies with. Think I'm lying? Let's see it. We're gonna see what happens in years to come. It's a dusty. That's what you call it. And I think the women are just as dusty to have a baby by him. So let's just watch him one more time, and we're gonna continue over to the next thing about baby mamas.
I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, yet not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied.
For some years now, these women have been trying to get in contact with him for years, y'all. For years now, but his information is going to get out there. It's going to get out there. Let me know what y'all think.
Because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want. And I don't give a what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's gonna have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman.
That's bars, though. What he said. Women, when you realize that we have control of the womb, a man can do whatever he wants to do. You've allowed him access to the most precious part of you. And then now you're going to be the one that has to carry the baby for 9 months. That's not his responsibility. When you have a child, it may be for his legacy if he wants to be a part of that. But it's really for you to carry. You're taking care of the child, whether he's going to be there or not. You cannot beg this man to be there. Sorry. You can't beg this man. He said, I may have had the child with you, but I don't have to take care of it. He said it, but that's just a reality check for women today, okay?
In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. Because you're gonna be like one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body.
See that? These women, he only had to do the bare minimum for. Hey, how you doing? Can we sleep together? That's it. Bare minimum. And I told ladies, y'all have to do the bare minimum to get the maximum, which is the ring. That's what I let ladies know all the time. You have to do the bare minimum to get the maximum. But y'all are giving the maximum and getting the bare minimum. A goodbye. See you later. Yeah, he's a red flag, but he's honest. And I'm appreciative of honest red flags because you know how to deal with your cards after you've been dealt them, right? These ladies have been dealt their cards now. Any future women who be bothered with him, who will sign up for him. And if you sign up for this man knowing what he comes with, then you're an ultimate fool. You need to be shamed. You need to be called out. You need to be exposed. But he said, they gave me access to their body, the most precious part of them. That's your most precious jewel, ladies. That's what y'all got to understand. The power of what you want to call it, the box. That's one of the most precious things you can bring. And if you keep it closed, a man will respect you. He will. Just try it for a little bit. Try it for a week, then for a month, then for a couple months. And however long it takes for a man to respect you, because if you've been dealing with the same man in a different body, then that means it's time for you to switch up the plot. Respect yourself, and I think somebody else will. But until you respect yourself, no man is going to do it, and he's only going to take you only as serious as you take yourself.
And they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a... You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch, be like black men this, black men that, I don't give. I really don't.
All right. That's what you heard. I'm going to get into this thing next, talking about single mothers, because that's what we just talked about. Single mothers. I've slept with all these men. I've had all these children. But I want to talk about a scenario that we need to be praying about. There's a woman in Dallas who did some damage to her kids. And let me just share my screen as we get into this part here, talking about the charges that she will be facing, all because of what she did to her kids. All right. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to get right on into it. It's a mess, to say the least, y'all. All right, so this mother had murdered 3 of her kids in Italy, Texas. 3 of her kids. I want to play this video so we can watch what went down. But 3 of her innocent kids, y'all, are all dead at the hands of their mother. I think she had 5 kids, and 2 of them are in critical condition. 2 of them are in critical condition. So let me play this, y'all. This is a mess. Whew. Okay.
Released very limited information about the woman charged with stabbing her 5 children, killing 3 of them. Hello, I'm Steve Eager.
Hello, everybody.
And let me know if y'all can hear this.
The Sheriff's Department says it's still gathering information, with more charges likely against 25-year-old Shemaya Hall. She's charged now with capital murder for the Friday afternoon attack at a home in Italy during a visit by a caseworker from Child Protective Services. Fox 4's Alex Boyer is live tonight in Ellis County with more. Alex.
Hi, guys, and I spoke with a relative off camera. She tells me that the family is planning to hold a vigil this Thursday at 7 p.m. outside of the home where those 3 kids were tragically killed on Friday. Meanwhile, as you mentioned, a spokesman with the Ellis County Sheriff's Office releasing few details. He tells me that they're still in the fact-finding phase of this investigation, but added that additional charges are likely.
We're learning new information about murder suspect Shemaya Hall. The 25-year-old mother has a lengthy criminal history in Dallas County. These are mugshots from her 4 previous arrests between 2014 and 2020, charged with theft, burglary, assault, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Hall remains in the Ellis County Detention Center, charged with murdering 3 of her 5 children inside this Italy home Friday, a 6-year-old boy and 5-year-old twins, a boy and a girl.
We love the kids. We love our kids. So We didn't think how the mom can, cause that to the kids. We can imagine.
The house turned crime scene is located right across the street from Stafford Elementary School. Parents shared their thoughts with Fox 4 News while waiting in the pickup line. Juana Gonzalez says she works with Hall's cousin.
I don't have words to tell you, but I'm really sorry. And she was too sad. She was crying and
Counselors and therapy dogs were at the school Monday helping students and staff of this small Ellis County town process the tragedy. Counselors were also available at nearby Central Baptist Church. According to the Ellis County Sheriff's Department, a CPS worker was at the home Friday conducting a home visit. For reasons we do not know yet, the worker made an emergency call to remove all 5 of Hall's children from the home. By the time police arrived just minutes later, the 3 kids were dead and Hall's 2 other children, a 4-year-old boy and 13-month-old girl, were seriously injured, according to investigators. Hall was arrested and taken to jail. A motive remains unclear.
It's gut-wrenching. There's just not, you can't say much about it. I mean, to know that someone could take the lives of those babies, it's just heartbreaking. You just got to wonder, where was the breakdown?
Yeah, and we don't know the conditions of the other 2 children who remain hospitalized tonight. The Ellis County District Attorney, meanwhile, their office saying that they will not be releasing the arrest affidavit because of the fact that the children, the victims in this case, are children. We are also awaiting an update from CPS. Back to you.
All right.
Yeah. And that's what most people have said. They don't know who to feel sorry for. But those children, innocent children, lost their lives all at the hand of someone they trusted, their mother. Right? Maybe she had mental issues. Maybe this, maybe that. But at the end of the day, you could have put your children in the system first or gave it to a family member. Gave your children to a family member before you decide to just kill them. And see, a lot of women have the tendency, because one thing I would say is this. If this woman had mental issues and these men decided to lay with her and reproduce with her, right? These men laid down with her and they had babies. She had 5 of them at the age of 25. Make that make sense, right? That's the first thing. But if these men decided to say, I'm going to have a baby with her, that she's mother material, it's just sad to think that men, y'all got to realize who y'all putting y'all seed in. Y'all got to realize who are y'all creating your legacy with. And see, a lot of times a woman will have these kids and get mad to the point where they want to get revenge on the fathers by killing these kids off. 3 innocent lives. 3 innocent lives that could have been the next doctors, lawyers, engineers, presidents, whoever, right? Could have been successful, but we're killing them off. The same thing with the man with the 7 kids and 7 baby mothers. He's telling these women to get abortions, but you don't know who these kids could have been. So sometimes it seems like the ones we keeping out here are the ones who don't turn out to be no good. We have so many kids, so many children who have been aborted that could have been something great if given the chance. But all because of people's unresponsible behaviors. That's why a lot of these children today are not even alive. Right? Because that's the thing. Y'all be doing these things and see, that's the problem. They say, oh, this woman, she could have been innocent. She's going to get the hardest punishment, the most brutal punishment, but she should have known what comes with that. You killed your kids. What did you expect? Yes. And sometimes when race is a factor, some of us get played when it comes to the justice system. But in this case, honey, you get what you deserve because you decided to kill these children. That's it. Oh, look, infected koala bear. This woman has been going to jail back to back to back. Mug shots, more mug shots than school class pictures. More mugshots and school class pictures. And y'all gonna deal with this woman and reproduce and say she's fit to be a mother. And then y'all seen all this record that she has. Y'all saw the record that she has, but y'all still said she's fit enough to have these babies. Y'all don't care about these children. And yeah, exactly, it's the anger and the rage, especially if the child looks like the father. Well, I don't like you because you look like your father. Right? Yep. And then Michelle said, well, thank you first and foremost for being here. I appreciate you. And you said a very unfortunate situation. Mental health should be a part of the prenatal care, right? That should be a requirement. Exactly. I totally agree. And shout out to Brie and Babes for being here. I appreciate you as well. That's why I wanted to talk about how most women are so happy to put on their resume they're a single mother, but there are so many different scenarios I've read about, I've watched, which have shown me that single motherhood is not for the weak, honey. You think you're signing up for this, you say, I want to be a single mother, this and that, but you do need that man. You do need a father or a father figure to be in their lives consistently to alleviate some of that. Because again, two-parent households were created for a reason, right? You laid down with this person. Now you need to make sure to try to make things work so you can have your child have a better livelihood than you did. That's what it's all about. You can't be selfish to your child unless there is abuse, of course. Shout out to Theo. Thank you for coming back. Yes, no more talking about the 7 kids and 7 baby daddies. I'm leaving that up to you. Tomorrow you'll be doing a reaction to that. But I just want to say single motherhood is not where it's at. I want to talk about the next thing that's on a modern woman's resume. Project coordinator. And let me explain this one. Project coordinator. Most of these women have been project coordinators all their lives. Most women have been Barbara the Builders all their lives. What I mean by that is this. I have helped fix men who eventually left me. There are so many women today who have fixed men who have eventually left. And they say, oh, we're going to build together. We're going to build together. But it was more so a one-sided build. The woman was doing all the work and the man was sitting back there spectating. Oh, looks good, honey. Oh, yeah. Keep building me up. Hard hat and all. Beep, beep, beep. Bringing in all the material, bringing in all of what's needed for a relationship and get nothing in return. Getting paid minimum wage. All for a man. All for a grown boy. Because that's what it is. When you have to come in, bring in all your resources in, I know you're going to put on full masculinity mode. No woman wants to come in and fix a man entirely because we think that if I'm working on myself as a woman, a man should also be working on himself. That's what we think. But when you come in and you say, oh, I want to fix his life. I want to be Ayanla, come in and fix his life. He going to love me. No, he going to resent you because he had his mother doing all this, because some of these women be babying the sons and then they expecting you to do the same thing, and they're gonna be mad at you because they say, why are you trying to be like my mama? You trying to be like a mother I'm sleeping with. That's the difference. And that's what most of these women are. They're just mothers men can sleep with. That's the only difference between you and his mama. And best believe that if anything go down, he's siding with his mama over you. Exactly. Build you first. Build you first, because most of y'all are broken trying to build somebody else who's broken, thinking that you're going to be able to repair him, but you need a repairman yourself. Oh, goodness. He said that beep just woke up Cupcake. Oh, no. Cupcake. I was like, beep. But seriously, a grown boy who needs assistance. Stop trying to fix a man. Stop trying to be Barbara the Builder. And if you are going to be Barbara the Builder, at least put it on your resume. Like old girl did right here. Help fix men who eventually left me. All my life I had to fight. You really didn't have to fight all your life, but you decided to fight all your life. You put all your resources into men who do not appreciate it. Therefore, you think all men are like that. No. There are healthy dynamics in life. It was just because of your decision to fix him. You were the project coordinator. You are the project manager, and you might as well go ahead and get your PMI, or excuse me, your PMP, your project management certification from Project Management Institute, because you have fixed projects all your life. You got so much experience. You need to put that on your resume. Theo said, encouragement, yes, but real men don't need fixing. Okay? He said, real men don't need fixing. A man is either working on improving or he's not. Preach, Theo. You're doing a thing tonight. Preach, preach. A woman can't make a man change. See, that's the thing. We can barely change ourselves as women, but we, for some reason, think we can change a man to be better than the way he came to us. No, ma'am. You need to see a man who's a work in progress, literally. While you're communicating with him, while you're talking to him, you're dating him, he's a work in progress. He's accomplished some things in life, and he still has some more he wants to accomplish. Not the bare minimums, high school diploma, GED, but you got a whole PhD. Like Pastor Blake's always say, I watch him, Pastor Blake's always says, it's PhD women getting finessed by GED men. It's the men who come with the bare minimums flexing like they all that in a bag of chips. It's the men that's coming in here acting like they all that. They will spice up their resume to make it sound way better than what they're really bringing to the table. Like they are worth $50 but got $1,000 price tag on it. They will up their price. But women, we don't know our price. We getting deducted. We on a clearance rack. Women are on the clearance rack while the men are being out there for display. They will make sure that they will make themselves look as best as they can. But us women, though, no, it's the other way around. And that's why we think we need to fight for a man. We need to do so much to fix him up because he's worth so much more than us. See, that's the problem. When you put somebody else above yourself, that's where the relationship will go. Nowhere. Because it's just false reality. And shout out to Smoke and Talk for being in the building. Baltimore in the building. Be more. All right. Shout out to you for being here. Yes. Partnership. Because if it's going anywhere, we're going to need two people to get on it. Not just one. Not just one captain. I'm going to need a co-captain as well for this ship to go anywhere. Women, stop being so nurturing. Let a man be a man and hold them accountable, right? Help meet. I got to meet you where you at. Not expect you to be greater than that. Help meet. I got to meet you where you at. I can't expect you to be greater than that. That's just what it is, right? And see, men are saying, take me as I am. But most women are just trying to do so much to fix them, to make them greater than what they are. Stop taking on these projects. And if you are going to take these projects and continue to do that, you're going to have to put that on your resume because you have years of experience doing that. Don't let that skill not go noticed by recruiters because the next man will sign up for that in a heartbeat, especially a Pookie. But a real man is going to let you know, I don't need that, baby, because I got it going on. I got my own. I'm going to help you out because I know what comes with being a man. Whew. I know a woman who had 2 babies for a man thinking it would make him stay. Look, even in the Bible, though, it talks about Leah. Leah, well, I'm going to just give y'all the story, right? Jacob loved Rachel, right? That's who he wanted to marry. But Rachel and Leah's father finessed Jacob and had him marry the uglier of the 2 sisters, who was Leah. Leah ended up going and being married to Jacob. And Leah thought that, hey, Jacob seems to love Rachel more. So let me start having these kids for Jacob and he'll like me more. Pfft, did that work? She kept having all these sons for Jacob, all these sons, right? And Jacob still loved Rachel, the one who didn't have a child for him at that time. He was loving her more. And Leah really thought that this would make him attracted to me. But eventually she started having kids for the sake of God, like thanking God for the births that she had. But she kept thinking a man was going to stay, thinking Jacob was going to love her. But he loved Rachel, who didn't have any kids for her at the time, more than he loved Leah. So no, a baby will not make a man stay. It really will make a man run. Sometimes it's like this. Give a man a dog, he'll stay. Give a man a baby, he'll run. But let me correct that because it ain't all men. So give a boy a dog, he'll stay. Give a boy a baby, he'll run. That's what I gotta say. It is what it is. He loves the kids, but not her. Exactly, it's his legacy. Lady, you are just the surrogate. You produce the children, woo, woo, woo. But at the end of the day, that's it. Oof. Yes. Okay. Yes. You said call and come back soon. Yes. Take care of your business, Janessa. I appreciate you for being here so far. Thank you so much for showing love, of course. Education and intelligence are not the same. They are following bad blueprints. See, and the thing about it is that when you are building somebody else up, sometimes in the process, you could be tearing yourself down, right? If nobody else is there to build you up. Yeah. And everybody says knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. No, it's what you do with that knowledge. It's the application. It's the execution. It's the doing that makes knowledge power, but just knowing it, because we all know that we don't want to be dating no Pookie, but some of us do it anyway, right? So something's not clicking up here, and it all comes back to the psychology of things, right? We don't want to date no Pookie, but most of us have dated a Pookie at some point in our life, even though we know we didn't deserve better. But once we learn better, we go through these experiences so we can be able to teach somebody younger than us and sometimes older than us to do better than we did. Right? I come on here telling my experiences so I can let women know to not repeat them. I don't want y'all to repeat the same experiences I did. That's why I'm on here telling y'all, but I pray that y'all listen instead of repeating the cycle and then say, dang, I want to learn through experience. No, learn through the extra knowledge that I'm giving y'all. Theo said, I've said this, I think all men should be ambitious, but every man isn't, and that's not illegal. Also, ambition comes with age. I'll be 40 this year. What? He said, didn't start getting ambitious until 35. Yeah, but at some point it's got to click. It's got to click for men. Women can't get with men who aren't ambitious, then complain that they aren't elevating. See, that's what I was saying, right? I said the same thing before. Thank you, Mona, for being on your mod duties. I appreciate you. I really, really do. Thank you. One thing Theo said, he said, we can't complain if they aren't elevating. Look, If a man isn't doing anything as you're talking to him and dating him, then he's not going to automatically just change for you. And if he does, it's temporary, right? We always show our best selves at the beginning. Oh yeah, I'm doing this, doing that, doing that. But you got to see the fruit. You got to know what time it is, right? And like Marquette said, that's right. You have to apply that knowledge. Then it becomes wisdom. And let me read this. What good is unapplied knowledge? Worthless. Exactly. It's all in your head, but it's not going nowhere else. It's not feeding you. And it starts within you. I agree. So that's why I said we are project coordinators. That's the new position we have to put on a resume. Yeah. All right. Let's see the next thing. Oh yeah, the skills. Here's the skills that modern women come with. Social media. Oh yeah, I know how to take that selfie, y'all. I know how to take me a good selfie. I know how to make sure I'm marketing myself. And that's the thing, ladies. You are marketing yourself every day, whether you know it or not, because you are addressed how you dress. If you dress, got to show a little bit too much. You got to show a little bit of too much on purpose. And you know what your body look like. So who are you showing all this off for? Oh, Janessa said, I am back. Look, Mona's like, that was quick. Welcome, welcome. See, the thing about it, say we are on social media, and most men don't even want women who are on social media because they know what comes with that. They know the selfies are coming. They know the validation. They know us women seek that validation. We need the dopamine to get us off for the day. We need that dopamine. Oh, my picture didn't get this many likes. Oh, I must not be liked by folks. And I keep getting my external validation. And then from there, let me put the filter on, because when I had the natural face, they didn't really like it like that. So let me put the filter on. And let me tell you about filters. We are walking around here today with real filters on our face. So we walk around with the makeup. I may have it on for the show, but I don't do it every day. So let me just keep it real there. But we are walking around with real filters on when we wear all this caked up makeup. We're walking around with real filters when we know we got the wigs, we got the weaves, we got different things we have on us that doesn't make us look like we do every day. Those are real life filters. So not only are we doing the social media filters, we're also doing the real life filters today. Same thing when you're getting your butt lifted, but not your spirits lifted. You're getting your butt lifted, but you're not getting your mentality lifted. That's called a real filter as well. We have placed real filters on our bodies, whether it's Botox or whatever we're doing, the lashes, the long nails. I'll get into all that, but these are real filters we're walking around. And we have to realize that we are not who we think we are. We are lying to ourselves. And if we lie to ourselves, we're expecting men to lie to us as well. I've seen some ninjas that never get the click. Those are the dudes who end up on the side of the road. Not saying that's the case for all homeless folk. I'm just saying, yeah, they need to, if you don't, sooner than later, we pray. We pray. Stop meeting the representative and wait to meet the real person. And it takes time, right? Patience is a true virtue. Mona said, facts, Chelsea. I always dress modest. Oh, I know. And I never had an issue meeting mostly good men. I'll tell you about it. You could be at the gym fully clothed and they will talk to you. I'm just spitting some facts here. Us gym ladies know, the ones who wear clothes that are modest to the gym, men will speak to us with us being fully clothed. And then the women that don't be fully clothed be looking around trying to wait for a man to speak to them. I've seen a lot of women who have not been spoken to wearing these tight clothes. They'll be looked at. But they're begging for attention. They're screaming for it. And they just get so mad when they see us women dressing right in the I was about to say the club, because that's what it looks like. The gym is the new strip club. It really is. My mama said every time we go to the gym, my mama's like, the gym is the new strip club. I'm tired of seeing these naked, half naked women up in here. Okay? That's what she be saying. And that's what the gym is now. It really is a strip club. Ladies, like, be careful. These women out here is a mess. They look desperate and it screams low self-esteem. Every time I see it, I shake my head. Like, my favorite exercise at the gym is this. That's my favorite exercise. Y'all be thinking I be doing my arms, doing my legs. No, my favorite exercise at the gym is shaking my head. All because I see these women with these little bras on, talking about that's a whole top. It's a bra. You got crop top on, like all the way up here. You got this out, you got that out. You got see-through leggings. You have the leggings that have the little pattern in the middle of the behind crack, right? The butt crack. It's just disgusting. I said a great way to find out who a person really is to go on a trip with them. Well, I never got to that stage. Okay, let me just keep it real. I never got to that stage in relationships. We never took no trip together. Okay, because they was acting a fool just at the public events we would go to. Where if I would go to a concert, then you have wandering eyes, you have this, you have that. So I haven't even gotten to the trip phase with some of these folks because we didn't get to that part. scrunchy butt leggings. Oh my goodness, Mona. You already know you probably be seeing a lot. You already told me BBLs be at your gym. I just like, ooh. Like why not go to Dr. Jim, as in GYM, before you think about getting a BBL? Why not go to Dr. GYM before you go to get the BBL? Because you're gonna have to do the butt kicks and the donkey kicks and all that after you get the BBL. So why not just do that before? I like to build my behind in the gym as much as I can. Because I don't like pain. Like, you got to choose your pain, because you're going to have pain either way. Pain doing those side lunges, or pain being sliced and diced on that, on the freaking equipment, right? Like, you're going to be sliced and diced on that table. Would you rather be hurting from recovery from the exercises that you're doing, or would you rather be sliced and diced on that table and have the opportunity to die, right? Like, pick your choice. Yeah, this is just the beginning, sir. This is just the beginning. Shout out to Sec Amethyst for being in that building. I appreciate you so much. Jermaine said, you ain't lying. I used to see women in the gym playing with weights, waiting for a man to come help them. They looking for another kind of help. Oh yeah, exactly. See, and that's the problem. That's the problem I have, is that I've gone into the little group exercise room and I see the women doing the TikToks while I'm trying to work out. I'm over here rolling my eyes like, can y'all shut up? Because I have one earphone in. Then I got to end up putting both in just to cancel out y'all noise. Right? I got to cancel out y'all noise because y'all acted a fool doing a TikTok. Just came in the gym to record fake content. Stop it. Y'all are not content creators. Club booty. Planet booty, right? It's a mess, right? Ooh, mountain climbers, right? Whatever y'all got to do. I did my mountain climbers, not today because my arm was hurting, but hopefully I'll be back to that on Friday. But seriously, mountain climbers, whatever you got to do, but go to Dr. Jim before you go to Dr. Miami trying to fix your body. Yes, exercise at the house. See, salute to you, because you don't even have to get out. You don't even have to get out to exercise. But if you do have to get out, like me and Mona, we do, then hey, we know how to dress right, right? I dress the way I dress, like I actually have a man, okay? Because it's called respect. And I have had respect whether I had a man or not. I always had respect for myself. I never dress like no dang fool. I never dress like no slut, no 304 out here. And the women have lost their mind. I just want to know where it started from. Where did all the sexual liberation start from? I know the feminist movement, feminism and all that stuff. But I'm saying, where did it just start where we had to look so fake out here? Was it because of Kim Kardashian? Most women claim they want to look like her. Where did it start? Because I didn't get the memo. I never wanted to look like somebody else but myself, right? We set goals. Hey, look, that's body goals. Your body will never look like them. You know why? Because of genetics. But today, all of y'all looking like Bosh Barbies, all because y'all going to the same doctors and coming out still dysfunctional like you were before you got on that table. Y'all going through the assembly line, one lady at a time, hoping that you'll be alive after the surgery is finished. Yeah, I do Zumba. Yep, I do Zumba. Zumba is still here. I do my Zumba, and it's fun. It'd be an older crowd. We do our thing, and have a great time. He said you got to work out blindfolded because folks wearing leggings tight enough to see veins, right? Seriously, I shake my head because I be at the back row of the treadmills, and then the front row in front of me, I see all these women with these shorts on. And who said I wanted to see that? And as a woman, if I know I'm seeing it, then I know y'all men are seeing it too. I'm like, dang, you just got to go to the gym with your man, because these women are so thirsty. They'll bend over right in front of your man. They'll do this lunge, do this. They just want so much attention. I'm just like, I can't. I just want to go to the gym and know that women care about themselves enough. Because if I did this was what I said I was going to do. I was going to go to my gym. I was literally going to record. I was going to do a survey. I was going to ask all the women who had this ratchet clothes on if they were married or if they were single. Even though I know some of them would lie and say they're married just because, right? But I really want to get a correlation between the amount of women who are wearing these slutty clothes and if they're married or not. What's their marital status? I want to know. Because this will give me an idea as to, it's going to be a direct correlation. For the more women who wear immodest clothes, the less they're married. That's just usually how it is. And that's what it seems like. Even with your man, they act up. Uh-oh, Mona got some stories. Look, I'm Ray Charles. Exactly, Bosh Barbies. I'm a Barbie girl. Like, for real though, it's a mess. In the 60s, he said, in the 60s, Jermaine, and it got progressively worse. Yeah, fast. Like, phew. And as soon as they get attention, they will post on TikTok. Can't work out because of the thirsty creeps. Exactly. See, one thing about that. One thing you said, and I was about to say something about it. Oh my goodness, where was I going to go with this? I can't remember. But okay, the botched Barbies. I was saying that at the end of the day, everybody looks the same on the outside, right? But on the inside, y'all are so torn, so damaged from the men that have done y'all wrong. Y'all think all men are like that. And they come with these attitudes. I'm just so sick of women with attitudes. WWA. I'm sick of it. Women with attitudes. Oh yeah, so like I said, I'm going to go in and do that survey, find out about these women, why y'all dressing the way y'all dressing, because it's got to make sense to me. He said, I saw 2 married women today dressed appropriately. Oh, great. I'm glad to hear that, girl, because I'm telling you, it's like a needle in a haystack at these gyms. It is very sad that some women have to lower their standards to catch someone. Right, because you are meant to be catched. You're meant to be caught. You're meant to be caught by somebody. Ladies out here, you're meant to be caught. Proverbs 18:22 says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. You can present yourself, but again, you are dressed how you dress. Anybody can get a ring per se. Let me say that anybody can get a ring. You can get a ring from a Dusty that just wants to take your benefits. Hey, so if you get a ring from a Dusty, you can get a ring, but it's about the caliber of men you get a ring from. Oh, I'm engaged. Oh, I've been engaged. See, that's another thing that the modern woman does. I've been engaged 5 times. It could have happened. Almost doesn't count, ma'am. Y'all heard Brandy. Almost doesn't count. I don't care how many times you've been engaged if you did not go with the full process. That's like the thing. So, I got the interview there. Well, if you didn't get the job there, then I don't care about that. Right? You can tell me how to get to the engaged status, but you can't tell me about how to become a married woman. Why don't you have to put everything you do on social media? Because they have no lives. I told somebody this the other day. It's like, if you put so much, you can't be that happy because you're putting all your stuff on social media when you have the chance to actually embrace the moment, live for the moment when you're posting everything on social media. That's why I deactivated my Facebook account. Because I'm tired of just trying to keep up with folks. I'm tired of doing that. I have a life, and I realize when most of my time is going, well, most of my time doesn't go to social media, but enough of my time is going to social media, and I want more of that time to go towards productivity, okay? Because when we look at it, how many years, when we add it all up, how many years have we been on social media? How many hours have we spent? When we, at the end of our lives, if they could calculate all of our screen time and see how many hours we've been on social media trying to impress other people who don't care about us, we would see that we spent more of our lives trying to impress folks than we did trying to improve our lives. Yeah. Yeah, that's just what it is. Shout out to my bro Dre from Harrison Family Values for being in the chat. I appreciate you. It's best to do right in your prime. It won't be no need to fake it later on. It's I'm Michelle. I don't do no Facebook. I don't do Facebook, and don't let any social media control me. Exactly. You have to be the user. You said the 69% though. The 69% on all inclusive packages to Punta Cana, Colombia, and Mexico to get your BBL. No, don't tell these fools that. Don't tell these people that they don't need to look. I just don't wanna be no fool. Don't go to those dang foreign countries where they don't even know. You don't even know what they're saying to you as you're getting the surgery. You don't even know what they're saying before. The only thing they say is, "Oh, money, PayPal, Venmo." All this stuff. They tell you all these credit methods to get your money, but they don't tell you how to recover after the surgery. Don't go to these places getting no BBL. Chelsea Vandross. You know Luther didn't want no woman. I'm just playing, but I'll just play the clip. I love me some Luther though. Let me shut up. I love me some Luther. Talking about Chelsea Vandross. But anyway, listen, his sister's starting a channel soon. Y'all gonna love her. She 38, 3 kids, and married since 19. Oh, that's great. She's just like me, just less cursing. Okay, cool. She hate these weaved up ratchets too. Woo! Lord. That's good. I'm excited though. That's good. We need more positive women on YouTube that ain't hating on each other, because there's enough space for all of us. Like Mona said, she got her section, great corner. I got my little corner over here. Other women and men got their corner. It's enough room for all of us to make money. As we know, content creation, real content creation, not OnlyFans, is a real deal industry. Gracious Greatest says, over here, I met a young lady who at first was about to act up with an attitude. Then when she recognized me, my mama and her mama are work colleagues. She then started being more pleasant. See? Oh, exactly. Both of them. Fat and skinny, right? Either one. Come on, can I take you out tonight? Had Garcelle in the video and everything. See, that's the thing. But that's a totally different episode. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna continue with the skills that modern women have. Social media, right? Wouldn't y'all agree? They are bringing that to the table. They got social media skills, know how to edit some photos, honey. Paying for about 20 million photo apps to be able to edit this curve and that curve. I'm telling you, because I'm just gonna keep it real. I was watching You Guys Serve the other day, and I looked at Lala in that movie, and she doesn't look the same now. I know she grew up and all that. Y'all, we already know she aged per se, but I'm saying Lala don't look the same. Can somebody tell me if I'm lying here? But Lala doesn't look the same. And I know, did she get any surgeries or anything? Because I just don't think she looks like she used to. And just think back to like in the old movies back in the 2000s where people actually looked so much more natural, right? They're just looking so different now. Dang. Yeah. Yeah. So I just want to know, but Lala is one of them that don't look the same. There's so many other women, but social media, they look so different on social media, and then without that makeup, you can't tell who they are most of the time. In addition, Photoshop, right? They love that's one of their skills as well. They know how to change some things up, make some things look different, take out all the blemishes again. But that's what I don't like, is that we are on here doing the Photoshop and removing the blemishes on a photo, but then those people are going to see us in real life. You cannot walk around with a dang computer showing like, a hologram of what you look like or what you look like on the internet. You said it been chopped up like a Philly cheesesteak. Oh my goodness. What? Oh, geez, a Philly cheesesteak, which sounds so good, but not like that. He says, yes, more positive folks on YouTube. Healthy, positive, Christ folks, peeps on YouTube. Please, each of them to have their own corner. Exactly. And you said has a lot of work done. Ooh. Yeah, get me hip. I don't be keeping up. You have Jada Chief. See, I don't keep up with these folks. Y'all know I don't follow half these folks. He said surgery is more than likely it. There are plenty of Joan Rivers out here. Oh, Theo, we need more sisters in our army over here. I almost quit about 3 times in a week, but I'm staying the course. Yes, please do, Mona, because I know you had started on that pace. He was like, let me get these lives out. I'm like, girl, it takes a lot out of you. But I'm happy that you're still doing it, especially with your schedule. We need to hear from you. So I'm thankful that you're on the community. You're in the YouTube community. You're doing your thing. Please don't stop. Okay? Please don't. Y'all agree with these skills? I think that also most modern women have poor decision-making skills. The reason I say that is because when a woman has... let me say this. Let me explain how I'm going to say this. But, okay. You said Chelsea is funny. What'd I say? But seriously, one thing I'm going to say is that most modern women have poor decision-making skills because they've chosen so many bad men to be their baby fathers. When you get one baby father, that's fine. But when you start getting multiple baby fathers, that's when I know you have bad decision-making, because you should have learned from the first example to realize that you don't want your child growing up with a deficit already. You don't want that. So I think women have poor decision-making skills because they'll pick the Pookie over the guy who's preppy. They'll pick the Pookie over the guy who's preppy. They will say Michael B. Jordan is corny. I don't think nothing's corny about Michael B. Jordan. If he's a nice guy, whatever, he can shoot his shot. I'm just saying, like, what's wrong with Michael B. Jordan? Make it make sense for me. I don't understand that. But they call him corny. There's nothing wrong with Michael B. Jordan at all. I've been rocking with him since he was in Hardball. Okay? I've been rocking with him for a minute. And I'm just saying, we will have an A in academics, but we have a D in dating, and we will date down every single time. I know women right now who are married to men who said that, who told the women that they settled. Okay? That should be an awakening to you, that women, we should stop settling, right? Why do we have to settle? But just don't wait till you get so to the point where we have to realize that we all need to humble ourselves. That's what we need to do. And Mona said they all have had work done. They're getting injections in their face for their heart face look, nose jobs, breast augmentations, hip work, BBLs, everything. Oh my goodness. Y'all are a whole like project. They are a project for real. And see, we will get butt injections, but we won't get self-esteem injections. We will get butt injections, but we won't get self-esteem injections. We can't do that. Y'all will leave that table. Like, I was listening to Dr. Umar Johnson, right? I was listening to him earlier today, and I was supposed to get this clip, but that just tell you how when time go fast, you be forgetting what to include. But one thing he included is that, hey, he said, y'all may have this honeymoon phase where after you get the BBL, you feel so much better about yourself. And then your self-esteem depletes to wherever it was before because you thought that that external appearance was going to give you the validation you needed. Broke on the inside, botched on the outside. broke on the inside and botched on the outside produces nobody in society. Like the women will get mad at us who are natural because we don't need all that to attract a man. Can't we do the minimum to get the maximum? Do you all know that there are women right now, as I speak, who are getting cheated on, who have BBLs? There are women out here who have BBLs who are getting cheated on as we speak. Unfortunately, but that's what it is. Y'all really think that a BBL is going to keep a man? There are women who have, let's say, saggy breasts or whatever the case may be, who have loyal men at home, who have faithful men because the man didn't care about that because they know that beauty is fleeting. What was once up will once come down. It don't even matter if you have a surgery. And see, the thing is, once you get one surgery, sometimes you start getting addicted. Right? Let me nip and tuck at this now. I don't like that. It doesn't look the way I thought it was going to look. Let's go back under the table. And you're really setting yourself up. It's really like y'all should just sign a suicide note before y'all get under these tables, because that's what you're doing. You're killing yourself, not only physically, but also mentally. That's what I think. Now, if you worked hard, you lost a lot of weight, and maybe you want to lift things up accordingly, then okay. That may be fine. But just to say that ain't nothing wrong with you and to get these surgeries, that's a fool. That I'm not going to sign up to be. And let me just play this clip. I was watching Dear Future Wifey, and it's this lady that came on to LaTerrace's show talking about how she got liposuction when she didn't even need it. Let's watch this.
Oh my God.
What happened with your experience of lipo?
I went to the doctor. The doctor said specifically, you don't need this. I never had children yet. He said, we don't even know where to grab the fat. And I was like, and he said, in your butt. He's like, you already have a really nice butt. So what he did was, I still did it, and he made me have this, he did the contour where it had this like shelf where like, it looked like
a seat on the top of your
behind.
behind.
Oh God. All right. It was because I already had a butt, so he didn't know what to do. Instead of just forfeiting it, he just said, baby, let me just put the little fat on the top. And then my boyfriend at the time that paid for it, he met me in Miami, and I'll never forget, he got a nice condo for us. I'm licking everything. He looked at me like he was disgusted. And I'm like, you don't love me. You don't love me like this. I'm thinking I'm about to be this like Kim Kardashian skinny girl. Like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, okay. Take it from there, take it from there, take it from here. Just lipo me down, right? Now this is when I had to recommit my life to Jesus. Cause this was the one. I called my mom. Mama, Mom, don't be mad at me, please. Because I know you love Jesus and I know your prayers work. Mom, I'm going to give you everybody's number. I'm putting you in the group chat. I think I'm going to die this time. Mommy, please help me.
She got lipo and didn't even need it. And like Successful Melanated Dusty said, that seems to be due to insecurity, right? It don't seems to be, it is to be. Because you already had a body, why did you need lipo? And then your boyfriend, who you got the lipo for, or you thought was going to like it, didn't even like it. He looking at you in disgust. Isn't that the worst? To get it done and hoping I can erase the mistakes. So I can't put a pencil all over your body, eraser all over your body and messing up the mistakes. Like y'all got more marks on your body when it comes to the surgeries that y'all had, and they drawing on you with markers about lift this up, lift that up, put some incisions here, incisions there. They put marker all over your body like you a freaking notebook, and then you hoping to erase the mistakes, the damage that you've done, because years to come you don't know what the side effects are going to be, right? When they create these surgeries, when they inject you with these things, you're gonna realize that there's a life of how long it's going to take before something just goes corrupt in your body. A shelf life is what I'm saying. Let's say they injected you with something that in the next 30 years will cause damage, but maybe you're older. They don't think that at that point you'll be affected because you'll be dead by that point. But I'm saying like everything has a shelf life. You don't know what the chemicals are, how they're reacting. Y'all know what the outcomes can be, but y'all are focused on the now. And men, y'all need to make sure y'all get y'all a now and later. And I'm going to explain this. When I say that, I mean that, look, most men are focused on what looks good now, what is good for me now, but that woman is not ready for your plan later. So focus like the candy, now and later. Men, get y'all a now and later. A woman who right now fulfills your desires that you have. But in later, it's not just about what she looks like on the outside. It's about what she provides for your future children, for your legacy, for your generational wealth. But when you focused on marrying just a now, you'll be disappointed later. So get you a now and later. And then you'll be happy. And when times change, when things change, because your experience with relationships will change years down the road. Okay? Because as we know, she's not going to look the same back then. And if you're focused so much on how she looks now and say, baby, if you keep looking this fine, then you'll never have to worry about anything. That's a setup for failure, because she won't look that fine years from now. Okay? Because as we know, beauty is fleeting. That's just the end. That's just what it is. And see, that's the problem with this woman saying that, hey, Kim Kardashian, I just thought I was going to look like a skinny Kim Kardashian. That's never my goal to look like a Kim Kardashian. When I lost weight, and as I'm continuing to lose weight, it's for myself. I'm not trying to look like no particular person but Chelsea. That's it. I'm not trying to look like Kim Kardashian, because I'm not keeping up with them like most black women are, knowing that she making money off of y'all and taking our men at the same time. That's cute to y'all, though. And to worship the feet that she lays, the feet that she, the ground that she walks on. Y'all worship the ground that she walks on. And I don't know what for, because as we know, she was a woman for the streets. As we know, with this tape that she had out there with Ray J and all that, her history, it ain't gone nowhere. It's still a part of who she is. And now she making money off of us. So stop listening to her. That's the first thing. I just want to know what's so influential about her and the whole family. I really want to know. They got a last name that's built. Focus on building your last name, building your brand, because they got a brand, the Kardashian brand, right? Their last name, but we don't even know. Our last names are going to die with us if we don't create a legacy. At least they got one, but y'all so focused keeping on them. Y'all so focused on keeping up with them instead of building up your own legacies. She's not of us or for us. Exactly. That lady and their whole dynasty is detrimental to women and men. And you'll never be 18 to 25 again. Focus on your health and how to be the best you can be where you are. Yes, Mona. Yes. The mental health, right? If only we pay for a therapist instead of trying to take a trip to go get a BBL, right? Like, we can take our trips and all that, but we can't invest in our health. I have a therapist, and I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for one. Somebody I could talk to. Somebody I could learn from. Somebody who could see my progress. Somebody I could tell secrets to and not judge me, because we all growing. We all trying to do better. Beauty is fleeting. Just be healthy. Don't keep up with the Joneses. Be content in who God has made you to be. But don't make excuses, and don't be lazy either, because no man wants to sign up for that. I would never want a classic car without an engine. It ain't going nowhere. Just saying. Yep. And Mona said, I would never look how I did 27 years ago, and I'm fine with that. I strive to be in the best health and take care of my appearance. We want to age gracefully. Yes, Mona, you doing it too, honey. Keeping up with that gym. We got to get our gym date going soon. You already know it's about that time, y'all. Time is going so fast, but we always have a good time getting together in that gym. Like, I'm telling you, we don't just be working out. We be talking to our gym sessions just get extended, because we love to talk and catch up. And we have a great time. So I appreciate that. But we're going to get that together soon. And stop selling your body and soul to the devil. That's the first thing, okay? And Chase said, I don't know how I looked at 18, right? And that's all I was gonna say, Mona, when you said that many years ago. I'm like, you dating yourself way back. I was like 10, 10, that's all I was thinking. I was like, dang. Oh, you said 27 years ago. I was like, dang. But what Chavis said, he said, I don't look how I looked at 18. I'm bald with a salt and pepper beard. We get older if God allows, and that should be a blessing in itself, to allow for us to get old. Most of us can't, and most of us want to, like, a lot of men, I know some men want to dye their hair like fully black, like Judge Mathis, right? I love Judge Mathis, of course, but Judge Mathis will have that black hair probably until he dies, like keep dyeing it real dark, and you can tell that stuff is fake. I mean, you can tell that it's been dyed and whatnot, and sometimes people don't want to get old and think that gray is something that you shouldn't embrace, but yes, us ladies do like that salt and pepper. Okay, we do. We get older if God allows. Skip running from aging. Get wiser and better in God, and be grateful that you have the opportunity to age. Yes, you said we have a bot or a troll in the chat. What's that about? We should. Let me know. Do we have a bot? Let me know what's up. I haven't seen it yet. Or a troll in the chat. Because if we do, let me know, because I can. Let's see what's going on. Let me know what's up, honey, because I'll check somebody in a minute. Hello? You said, yeah, we go to different gyms. We'll talk to offline, Janessa. We don't need no stalkers up in our gyms now. But, oh, yeah, you in Detroit, though, so we can definitely get together. That's why you're asking. But, yeah, we can't stay on these YouTube streets. We can't stay on these YouTube streets, because they'll be over here stalking us and everything. But we'll talk. You said, no man over 40 walking around with no gray in his hair, beard. Well, oh, yeah. You said, where's the troll? Yeah, that's a good question. But I don't think it's no trolls because we got a subscriber only chat tonight. So I appreciate all the subscribers for being lit. But let me continue. This lady here has these long nails on. I just want to understand this. And I'm going to talk about it as we go through the video. She has 7-inch nails on. And she's showing people how she pays at the pump. Okay, that's fine and all, but how you pay at the pump. But I want to know how you cleaning up that rump. What? Like, I'm going to play this again. I'm just saying, you talk about how you paying at the pump. Well, the long nails, why do you need that looking like Edward Scissorhands? I just want to know how you clean up, because that's not clean. It's not. Because otherwise you're going to be, bleeding with them dang 7-inch nails. I just want to understand. What? Make it make sense for me. Well, you got to make a video demonstrating how to deal with 7-inch nails. It's an illness. I just want to know, you Edward Scissorhands chopping people up, literally, like you poking people in the eyes and stabbing people in the chest, all just off a hug, right? Ignorant. If we knew better, we would do better. And another thing I was going to say about the surgeries, because I was going to mention that. I was going to mention that about the surgeries. Like getting the BBLs. Like K Michelle, one of my favorite singers, right? She got a BBL, went somewhere, got a BBL, and she got the injections removed because it got to the point where she had to have so many procedures just to stay alive. That stuff was literally killing her from the inside out. What we thought looked good with the wide hips. And I was saying to myself, K Michelle, you didn't have to get that done because you look perfectly fine without it. It's just self-esteem though. It's just self-esteem. But right now, like K Michelle is doing fine without the injection. She took them out, but I've noticed that the pictures she's posting on the internet is screaming, I need attention. And I'm just saying, K Michelle, if you're an artist, you don't have to show off your body. You don't have to post no pictures in panties. You don't have to post pictures in that, doing that, if you know your worth. Okay? If you know your worth. What Michaela talking about? Give me my credit. What you say, Michaela? Oh, we'll give you a credit. Oh, here you go. Shout out to my cousin Michaela because she actually sent me the video. My 16-year-old cousin Michaela told me, give me my credit. Girl, okay, I'm going to credit you. Shout out to my cousin Michaela for this video. Yes, because I told her, send this to me real quick, like 30 minutes before the live. So thank you. Give me my credit. How dare you? You want your creds early. You like the feds. No, I'm playing. But anyway, I'm just saying it's a self-esteem issue. He said whoever's doing her nails should be wearing gloves if possible. It's a mess. Wow. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Monarch Travel and Entertainment. They're good people. They are good people. No. That was not, they're not ops or nothing like that. They're advertising something about a resort in Cancun. Oh, no, that's all good. They are doing their thing. They're definitely a good company as it relates to travel and entertainment. And they've been here in the past, and it's all love. It's all love in the chat. So I appreciate them for being here. Yeah, put her on payroll. Yeah, as soon as I get my payroll, I will. Yes, that these women no longer look human. See, I was watching my grandmother, matter of fact, she was watching Breakfast Club for just a little bit. And she saw, like, who was on there? Portia, Remy Ma, Tammy Roman, and all these women have all this long weave that's down here. See, it's one thing we have weave that looks like it could be natural, or wigs that look natural, but it's another when you know you got stuff going behind your back, going to your butt, and all that. You know, when you're going all the way down, the length is too long. You know it's fake. Y'all know it's fake. One day, like Mona had put up there one day, it was like a lady took off from work. She had short hair. Let's say she had, short hair on Monday. She took off on Tuesday and come back on Wednesday with braids. Right? Talking about you were sick. You can't be doing that. You can't be lying to folks like that. You got short one day and then long the next. We know it's fake. And I think instead we should focus on, instead of spending thousands that we do on the hair, right? Thousands that we do on the hair. Instead, we should be able to pay that money for the hair products that can make our hair grow. Let's see what Michaela's talking about. Thank you. Yeah. You should be in the chat, Michaela. Well, you watching on the video, but you still can be in the chat. But anyway. All right. So that's that. Let me continue. Making TikToks. Most women today know how to make a TikTok. I don't have the app. I don't have it. Never want to be bothered with it because I just know it's toxic over there, as Mona says, as Chantel says. I don't want TikTok. I don't need it. I don't want to just go and spread myself thin. Like, for example, let's say I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. That's really all I'm on. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I think that's it. But I'm saying now they got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. What else, y'all? Oh, Snapchat. Yeah, I'm not on that stuff. No. you'll just see me on Facebook and Instagram. And right now you won't see me on Facebook. And eventually I'll be deactivating my personal Instagram account and just sticking to my business, okay, where the money is happening, because I ain't got time. Anyway, making TikToks, they get monetized and they think they need to be making these TikTok videos, dancing to the latest songs, and it's just embarrassing. Leave that to the kids to do. We should really stay in our lanes as adult women. Lastly, the women can't go without getting their hair done, their nails done, and their body did. That's what they say. They get their nails, hair, and body did. Brain on 0, but they want to get their nails done and all that. Nails, hair. They make sure the outside looks so good. I just think we need to focus right now at this point in time, especially since we know that getting all these outside appearances done is not going to make a man stay loyal to us. That should be enough for us to say, what should I do to make a man stay faithful to me? I should maybe focus more so on my internal. Maybe stop having an attitude as much. Maybe stop thinking that he's like all the other men that I've dated. There's so much for us to work on. The cooking. Because let me know in the chat, what skills do y'all think women should have? What skills do you think modern women should bring to the table? Right? Brain on empty, on E. 5 miles till empty. Goodness, but let me know in the chat. I'm going to type it in. What skills should modern women work on? Let me know. Yep. Let me know. What skills should modern women work on? It's all love in the chat. But as Chavis said, TikTok can be toxic. I was about to say that. But TikTok can be toxic. I'm on it myself. And if you're not careful, you can see foolishness there. You can see foolishness here, there, and everywhere. And that's a fact. Instagram, Twitter, girl, I'll be forgetting. Ooh. See, just imagine if you're on every single platform. Who got time like that? We only have so much time in a day. We're working. We're working individuals. Right? We're working individuals. We have lives. And just imagine if we all on all these platforms. So yeah, modern women should work on these skills. As Mona, being a married woman, she's a wife. She says that women should work on their speech and active listening. Because we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Yes, we do. Because we got to listen twice as much as we speak. We should work on self-esteem. I think that's the number 1 thing we should work on, because if we have self-esteem, we wouldn't be signing up for the things we're in. And one thing I want to do, I got to go back a few slides, because remember I was talking about the project coordinator slide. I want to talk about that. Because y'all know about Derek Jackson, right? Y'all know Derek Jackson, the relationship guru, and how he had a wife who he cheated on several times, right? Let me know. But I'm going to read the rest of these real quick. I'm just talking about Derek Jackson, but let me know. Y'all know him, right? But working on speech, working on self-esteem, the cooking and cleaning, the reading comprehension, reading comprehension, because they do not understand. Modesty. We starting your wife series on Friday. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Yes. Our mental health and physical health. Cleaning and cooking, yes. But okay, the question I had was like, y'all know Derek Jackson, right? Derek Jackson was a relationship guru, had a wife, divorced her. We really didn't even know who the wife was until all the scandal came out. We know nothing about her. However, I want to play a clip, because now that they are divorced, Danae Jackson is her name, and she has gone on Instagram. She has gone on Instagram and talking about her healing journey. And I just want y'all to see this video. It is on mute because of copyright purposes. However, I want y'all to see what's going on. So listen to me. I'm going to be talking over it, and let me know y'all thoughts, please. And we're going to talk more about these skills that women should bring to the table. So take a look at this, y'all. All right, so here you go. You can see her. She's praying. She's singing to a song. She's looking in her Bible, and she's recording all this. And I'm saying, okay, it's one thing to record, your healing process, what you're going through and stuff. But at the same time, we'll see some more details soon. So right here, she's singing as she's looking at Derek Jackson's YouTube videos, which to me is very interesting. Like, why are you, I'm gonna go back again, but like, looking at this man's YouTube videos for whatever reason, I just think it's giving scary vibes. And then from there, she's got her Bible, she's singing her songs, they're recording all this like a music video, as you can see. Wake up and read the scriptures, which is good, promoting reading the scriptures, that's fine, but it's just giving weird vibes. And then this is what caught my attention. Dear Holy Spirit, I hate his stinking guts. Dear Holy Spirit, I hate his stinking guts. Okay. Thoughts? Like, Mona's like, what? It's a mess. It's a mess. So that's what she's writing, and I just think she needs some therapy. So that's what she said. I hate his stinking guts. And it continues. And look, successful melanated does. She's like, wow. Yeah, I hate his stinking guts. And then she said basically on this little part here, to do. She has a to-do list. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. So she's putting God first on her list. She said it put her kids next, her ministry, her business, her friends and family, and her entertainment. Yeah, it's definitely for attention seeking because you can do all this without letting us know. Bless her heart. She needs help and bad. And see, I'm going to talk about the project coordinators because she took on that role, getting with him and building with him. You said, what in the waiting to exhale? Woo. Okay, and then she's reading some Bible verses and things of that nature. She's praising God and reading the prayer of repentance, Psalm 51, which is, hey, amen to that. And I'm going to go to Psalm 51 myself because that's important. I didn't know that was prayer of repentance. This was what, woo. Okay, I'm going to go back on that one because she got the book. I got to stop it. Okay. Go back. Right here. Go back. Okay. Right here. This is the part that got me. I said I had to go back on this part. Because she has the picture of him and her when they first got married. Ooh, which is just sad right here. You said I was your love and your secretary working every day of the week. Oh my goodness. It's old school. But seriously, did y'all see that? She threw this picture. She slammed this picture down like WWE style. Dang. And then records herself crying. And I don't think this is healthy to be, what I'm saying, I don't think this is healthy to put this up on the internet with the crying, recording yourself crying. Maybe you want to record yourself crying for you to see later on how much you went through. Maybe. I just never would think to do that, but she needs some help. But we need to be really praying for her because it seems like she may be having a breakdown. Seriously, it's not healthy to be doing what she's doing. And remember before, on my previous episodes, I've talked about how she said she prayed that anybody who's watching this video basically goes through this and goes through that. And if anybody who speaks on the name of Danae and Derek Jackson, I pray that your children this and your sons this and your this, that. She was saying all that, but look at you now, honey. It don't take long. You do reap what you sow. And I'm not saying that you should be going through this, but why did you have to slander people's names like you did? And don't forget that she did that video. But yes, just slamming his picture down. I just thought it was real scary. Oh, but as we continue to watch this, yep, slam the picture down here. And then she goes on, turns the light on, and starts crying. It just looks so, I don't know. Healing God's way. That's what she said, healing God's way. He said, that looks like a reprobated individual. This is not okay for her to do. Seek therapy and you're a pastor. Because this is embarrassing. Especially for your kids to have to see this later on in life. Doesn't she have parents and family who could take her to a reputable therapist? For real. And see, the whole time she's doing this. See, that's how I tell you how women get wrapped up. We would go out here and, oh, he did me so wrong. Oh, I can't take this. I can't do this. I can't do this. Women can do all that, right? And then men would be like, calling the next chick, hey, what's going on? And, yeah, she doing all that stuff. It's embarrassing, but I'm on to the next. Right? Us women will go on and on because we are emotional creatures. We will go on and act the whole fool. I just don't wanna be a fool. We would go on and be a whole fool while the man has moved on. We gotta figure that part out because you said, "Ooh, child, sorry, concerning." It's really sad. The whole act is being played off for us online. Yep, she was cursing folks. And she would get that same man. He would get with that same man the next day. And see, I'm saying Derek Jackson's moved on. He's doing his thing. And he'll reap what he sows, though. Derek Jackson, you think doing it big. And a lot of these women are following him, which is not surprising. Especially when women will still sleep with a man who had 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. But, I was thinking that a lot of women was going to follow Derek Jackson, considering that he cheated on his wife, but claims to be a relationship guru. But no, they supporting him, liking every photo, loving what he has to say. And then some of them are in the chats and his comments saying hypocrite. But sir, he's a hypocrite. Yes, he is. But I'm saying y'all are following him because if I go on his page, it says comments on this post are limited. That means you have to follow him to be able to comment. So how are you calling him a hypocrite, but you're following him? You're a hypocrite for following him. Like, y'all be so tied to these relationship gurus. I'm tired of these single men talking about relationships. Us single women can because we're the ones that are supposed to get picked. Single men talking about how to find the good woman, but y'all haven't found one yet, is a mess. There are so many, like, I like the men who are married who are talking about relationships because the fruit is there. But a single man to be talking about, how to find a good woman, but you're not married yet. Men do the picking. Men control marriage. So I'm waiting for you to find a woman first, and then I'll listen to you on how, listen to you on relationship advice. That's it. Yeah, so that's Danae. That's why I was just saying, women, be careful when you sign up for the project coordinator role because she was married. She married this man, right? So I understand her pain. I do understand her pain. But most of these women who did not get married are doing the same thing that Danae is doing, slamming pictures down. And Danae, you may have to throw them pictures out. That's another thing because you slamming them, you obviously don't want to see them. So why even keep that in your house? I wouldn't even, and he's all over the internet. See, that's the thing I don't like. You got a man who is a relationship or ex-husband that's a relationship guru or whatever. He's all on the internet. Like, there's no way to stay away from that. And you got kids too, so you got to see this man. And you're going through a lot of hurt right now. You're going through a lot of hurt. All right, so that is that. Just wanted to talk about Danae Jackson a little bit. And lastly, I want to talk about the education of a modern woman. I'm a PhD. Right? The education of a modern woman, where you have the associates, the bachelors, the masters, and the doctorate degree, or you're working on your doctorate degree, right? Like, I'll just give an example of this woman here, where she's gone and got all her degrees, and as I said, A in academics, D in dating. If only you educated yourself in the matters of life, and we can't blame our parents if they didn't teach us about how to be successful in relationships. Instead, we should have went out and learned, just like we went out here to seek these degrees. We should have seeked out a degree, a Mrs. degree, a MRS, a Mrs. degree. That's what we need. Forget all this other stuff because we can get that too. That's important. Get our education. I'm an advocate for that, of course. However, I think it's important for you to balance the two out. Like, not learn everything in education, but don't know how to be a wife at all. And we talked about the skills already earlier in the chat about what skills modern women need. So I'm going to give you these skills because I'm going to be planning to work on them myself as a single woman. I'm not claiming to be a modern woman, but as a single woman, I'll be working on these skills as far as active listening, making sure I listen, making sure I don't always think I'm right. Because again, we should be able to remove the egos out of the equation to be able to understand that, hey, we all have something to bring to the table. Self-esteem, that's one thing you have to work on. And work on it while you're single, ladies. The best way to do that is understand from our Creator that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Okay? That's one thing. Just work on self-esteem. And there's so many videos out there that can teach you about that. I have videos that have talked about self-esteem as well. But it all comes within. Don't use social media as your validation tool because you will be depressed out here in these streets. Also, learn how to cook and clean, because who doesn't want a clean woman? Who doesn't want a woman who knows how to whip something up in the kitchen other than like a grilled cheese or a salad? We need other things. Men like hearty meals, right? Learn. I want to go to Sir La Table and learn how to cook. I was just talking about that the other day. I do want to learn how to cook some more things. I do my breakfast good, but I want to cook some more food. So that's why I'm learning. Also, modesty, cooperation, willingness to listen. That's what men want. Reading comprehension, understand. Don't just read to respond, read to understand. And like we said, modesty. Less is not where it's at. I'm so tired of women dressing half naked. I just wish y'all would act right. Okay. And mental health, physical health. Get a gym membership, $9.99. Planet Fitness, for example. You can get your gym membership just for $9. And then you can get you some therapy sessions. The money that you take to get your nails done, hair, and the BBLs, right? The PPP loan could have been used towards your mental health. But you could, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could have made a way. Y'all could have done it. Done what y'all needed to do. But y'all don't want to focus on the inside because y'all think people can't see it. But that's what we see every day when we see a woman who looks beautiful on the outside but will cuss you out in a minute because you have all this trauma built in on the inside. Ready to boil over. Yep. So that's just what's going on, y'all. Investment. Invest in yourself. Exactly. Invest in yourself now and you'll appreciate it later. Don't get on Kendra G show talking about you 40 plus and you ready to settle down now. No. Let's get it right now while we can, because if you have the youth to your advantage, take advantage of that. Take advantage of it. Look in the mirror. Hey, listen to those who you trust and know for feedback. Exactly. Nurturing. Homemaker. Godly counsel. Exactly, y'all. But I appreciate y'all so much. Let's see what else. I just want to recap. Again, don't consider OnlyFans your job. Okay, get you a real job and don't talk about you creating that good content, because no, they're only going to treat you like they know. You can't expect yourself to find a husband on OnlyFans. You're spreading yourself thin and you don't know your worth. And I'm just pray that you realize that the money isn't where it's at. Because literally, I know y'all probably heard about Bernie Mac's cast members, like his nieces on the Bernie Mac show. They are on OnlyFans. Somehow they're not doing nudity, but that at the end of the day, y'all on OnlyFans for a reason. Even if you're not doing nudity, because that's the problem. YouTube don't even consider the right things to be nudity on the internet. For example, you could have everything showing, but just got like a little string covering you, and they don't consider that nudity. So that's the problem. Y'all don't know what nudity is. It's when you're showing more off than what you got. For example, if most of your body is showing off, and you got a little bit covered, that's nudity to me. I don't care what y'all say. Yep. Don't waste your youth. And don't be somebody who gets set up for the early check-in, late checkout, where you let a man take up all your youth. For example, Danae Jackson let Derek Jackson take up all her youth, and now, there's a husband and wife, and now she got to get back out here. And what man wants to sign up for a woman that's over here throwing people pictures on the ground and acting a fool on all because of this divorce, right? No man wants to sign up for that, and she does need some help, because I do think she has a mental problem. But we're gonna continue to pray for her. For real, because there's just so much going on. And I understand when she's invested all her years into this man, and then he got the money got to the best of him, and now he got the woman he really wanted. Danae did not be his first. Danae was probably not his first pick physically, but she was like that nurturing woman. She was what was considered wife material. Now he's going for every woman that does not look like wife material. He's going for every woman that's going to want his money, and that's it, but looks fine, who's that IG model type. And Derek Jackson, I pray they don't finesse you like you'd finesse your wife. But thank you so much, y'all, for being here. I do appreciate it. Let me see if I got anything else on my final thoughts. Last thing is that, actually, I think I'm good. Oh, yeah, the main thing I want to say is that women stop going to the doctor. Remind me, I can't even get the words out, Lord. That's what happens when we have to talk for 2 hours. Stop going to Dr. Miami for the BBL, because, at the end of the day, he really should have went to BB jail for a lot of the BBLs he did out here. Like, seriously, y'all let these doctors do these surgeries on y'all. Y'all don't look good. It looks like a big old diaper. And I'm going to show y'all a picture of what I'm talking about. This is too much. This is too much. When it's too much, this is too much. And I hope this isn't real, man. Because it don't look real. But I guess it do. It's got tape all on it. Like 2 freaking basketballs. 2 Spaldings. Comments? You said, child, it's a mess. You said, yeah. People blame social, just as Chelsea said, but people blame cell phones. It's all on the user. Yeah, people blame social media, just as Chelsea said. People blame cell phones. It's all on the user. Exactly. But I appreciate y'all. I just think it's a mess. This stuff is not cute, but every woman out here is starting to look like that, and we all look the same. We all look the same, but I'm thankful I look unique. So women, just keep your figure up. Get you a basic gym membership 3 times a week. Go to the gym, 30 minutes. Eat the right foods. I had me a salad with chicken tonight. Eat the right foods, ladies, and you will see those results slowly but surely. The fat didn't get on overnight, and it's not going to go off overnight, okay? To say the least. Just, again, I just appreciate y'all so much for being here. Modern women do bring something to the table. I'm going to read y'all results real quick. Y'all say that 61% of modern women don't bring nothing to the table. I think they bring something. It just may not be what men are going to sign up for. Nonetheless, I pray y'all stay blessed. You said, what is that? Yeah, eat right, do all that. I'll be talking about that a little bit more on my channel in the future. Eat right, because we focus so much on the gym, but it's about 80% of the work is really in the food. But nonetheless, appreciate y'all as always. I'm going to give me some rest, and God willing, I will see y'all next week for another episode of Chelsea's Liveline. Thank you so much, Mona, for being on my duties. Thank you, Monarch Travel and Entertainment, for being in the building, telling us on how we can travel to not get our BBLs. Nonetheless, stay blessed, y'all. Y'all didn't have to be here so long, but y'all are. I'm glad I was able to entertain y'all. And God willing, I will see y'all next week for another episode of Chelsea's Liveline.